So today is Thursday, April 5th, and I just had my scheduled video chat with the kids, and it was a hard one. I haven't seen them since March 17th. That was the last time I was able to afford the $400 per visit supervised visitations. Between the $70,000 in lawyer fees and legal fees and moving to California and everything else, and the additional almost $7,000 of supervised visits I've already paid for, I'm completely bankrupt. I'm actually in the process of about to file for bankruptcy. It's funny because filing for bankruptcy costs money, and I don't actually have the money to file for bankruptcy. So that's where I'm at on a personal level now, in this never-ending, endless custody battle that I'm in. And the kids really want to see their dad, really bad. Everett got really frustrated and upset, and I think he was going to start crying during the conversation. And I said, I can't afford to hire Al and Gwen anymore, you guys. They're $400 per visit, which I know I'm not supposed to tell the kids that. But they're upset and they want to know, and they deserve to know what's happening. They have the right to know what's happening. So I told them. Also I said, you know, I mentioned Hannah's house again. I said, if we can go to Hannah's house, I can see you guys every single visitation because I can afford that. And then they said their mom couldn't afford to drive to Hannah's house. And I said, well, the only other options are Orange County or LA, so I'm not really sure what she thinks is going on with these supervised visits. But every supervised visit costs me money. Even Hannah's house is still going to be, you know, $50 a visit, which is better than $400 a visit, but still not affordable with my current situation, considering the bankruptcy and the fact that I'm still not fully employed. I am starting to make some money, and I've made a lot of stuff happen for myself down here in San Diego, but I'm still very far from solvent. I'm not anywhere near solvent yet, much less the money for all the supervised visits, which is just a huge financial burden. It's really just incredible that the system is set up this way to try to ruin a relationship between a parent and their children, just based on the allegations of violence or potential violence. Which is funny because in the paperwork there's not even an allegation of violence. There's just some memes from Facebook and stuff. So it's just, you know. So I was telling them that if we can go to Hannah's house, I could see them 3 times a week. And all I want to do in life is just spend time with my kids and see my kids. And then Grace said she would give me all her money. And because I know Grace wants to see her dad really bad. and I said, sweetie. And I started crying right away, because that's just not something you should have to hear from a 4-year-old who just misses her dad. And I said, sweetie, that's not your responsibility, or not something you should even be having to think about. I said, but I'm working hard every day to try and get to see you guys. And that's all. I don't know what else to say. I can't. I'm just completely penniless now. I've been struggling to see my kids now every day since last March. It's been over a year now that Mrs. Garcia has done everything in her power to keep the children from having any kind of reasonable visitation with their father. And it's really hurting the kids really bad, both of them. And Everett's a boy, so he tries to be tough. And instead of getting sad or crying, he gets really angry and has these like weird outbursts. But at least I know that he cares and he's upset. I've done everything that I can in my power to get to see my kids. I've never done anything wrong to anybody to deserve to be in this position. And the kids really don't deserve this. They just love their dad and miss their dad. And you know, I didn't get him for the Christmas visit. That was a violation of the court order. I didn't get him for the spring break visit. That was a violation of the court order. I haven't got to see them at all since March 17th because I can't afford the $400 per visit. That the $380, I don't want to exaggerate or misquote, it's $380 per visit with the supervised visitation that Mrs. Garcia had agreed to. And of course, now that I found somebody cheaper, she won't agree to that because she says she can't make the drive. And I'm just like, I just spent $6,000 trying to get, you know, this super minimal visitation that I already got, and you're saying I can't you can't drive downtown? I mean, think about my financial burden, right? $6,000 that I've already spent, and then an additional $20,000 that I would be spending. I mean, which is, you know, I don't have it. I just don't have it. I've literally defaulted on every credit card. I've managed rent somehow, and I might be able to manage rent again next month. I don't know how I'm going to make my car payment. It's overdue now, already a month. I don't know how I'm going to afford insurance. I've just put every single penny into being able to see the kids, and I did get to see the kids for a little bit. And meanwhile, the next court date is again the hurry up. They're trying to hurry up the move away to Hawaii. It's just, I can't fathom it. I can't fathom how somebody would want to do this to their own kids, put them through this. They're both obviously very upset and very scarred by everything that's already gone on, and just to prolong it, to continue it, and then to claim that you're just going to instantly move to Hawaii and never let the kids spend any time with their dad ever is, I don't understand how somebody who does something like that can live with themselves, can look themselves in the mirror and be okay with themselves. I just, you know, if the shoe was on the other foot, this never would have happened. And it's proven. I mean, when I had the kids, you know, I made them video chat with their mom every single night because I was trying to do the least amount of damage possible for the kids. So, yeah, anyway, a lot of people said they were missing the dad updates, and I don't know, maybe her shitty lawyer is going to try and find some way to make this, you know, use this against me in the courtroom, but it's like, I mean, I don't know what to do, you know? I've done everything within my power to be able to see my kids, and to see them both be angry and upset and crying and trying to offer me money. It's just not something a dad should have to see their kids go through. And go ahead, Mr. Fisher. Find something on this video to use against me in a court of law. You parasite.